Hello there guys, welcome back to another video. Manchester City are in action this weekend away at Graham Potter's Magic Brighton. There's got to be some kind of magic kind of joke with Graham Potter, hasn't there been? But it's fair, because he's been performing magic spells down at the Amex Stadium. And today, we're going to take a close look at Manchester City's game against Brighton. It's going to be a really fascinating game of football, and it's good to see so many people here already. I would like to say hello to everyone in the chat who's here. We've got Jack Boyle, we've got Free Mind Zone, McLovin, Bluey MCFC, Robbie, Yash Palmer, Sean Fogarty, Robbie Askew, Jack, Duncan, Chris, Naz, Ryan, Triple Controllers, and loads of other people. All the friendly faces are here. Don't forget to give this video a like if you don't mind. Please do hit that subscribe button as well. We're getting closer and closer and closer to 60k. It'd be massively appreciated. And once again, yeah, hit the subscribe button. It'd be really, really appreciated. Give the video a like as well. How is everyone feeling about this game? Now, of course, it's going to be really interesting. I'm kind of looking forward to this, if I'm being honest. I've got a feeling that we might... you did get mentioned twice, Robbie, a third time. We might be in for a really good game of football here. I'm really hoping that this actually becomes an entertaining goal fest. I mean, I don't even mind if City concede a few. I just want it to be really good fun. And I'm sure it actually will be. You know, Brighton, of course, are a team that we have to take relatively seriously. They're currently sat in fourth in the table. In fact, I'll bring the table up just to remind us all now. May take a tiny bit of editing, but 1 second. So, oops, need to drag it over a little bit. But there's the current table. They're currently sat in fourth. As you can see, they're on 15 points, which is mainly down to the start of the season. Their actual recent form isn't that good. It's a bunch of draws recently, but as you can see there, they are looking really good. They're only now ahead of Spurs on goal difference, but I can't deny that it's been a really impressive start to the season for Brighton. Graham Potter performing miracles. It's a kind of magic with Graham Potter, isn't it? It really is, which is you ask what it's the kind of magic is. It's an old Queen song. You're all too young to... About two of you's probably got that in the live chat anyway. But either way, he's done really well. And to be honest, it's kind of vindicating seeing a team that play the football that he does do as well as they are, because they are absolutely deserve it. They really are a team known for good football. They've gone a bit physical recently. I can't deny that. Guardiola was actually asked about that. He was asked about Brighton's poor discipline record, and he said, nope, I don't talk to the players about Brighton's yellow card record. I know exactly the game we're going to face, and the players know as well. It's absolutely not a sense of revenge with football. You win and lose. I presume I can't remember last season's game, but I think it got a bit physical, didn't it? I presume they're referring to that. But either way, I mean, I can't say it stuck into my head. I think it was pretty much the season was winding down, so I wasn't particularly bothered at that point. Guardiola as well was actually asked about Manchester City's poor post-Champions League results in the last 4 games directly after a fixture in Europe. We haven't won a game, and Guardiola said that, listen, if you want to get involved in the statistics over the last 4 years, you will lose. And what he means by that, it's the Cancelo red card. Thank you very much, Bobby, in the chat, by the way. He said, yeah, if you want to get involved in statistics of the last 4 years, you will lose. And what he was saying is, like, you can pick out the last 4 games if you want to, but statistically, this Manchester City side are fucking good. And you better believe it. And I kind of enjoyed Guardiola's, like, kind of forthrightness with all that, really, to be honest. Sometimes you do need to remind him of the facts. And Pep knows a thing or two about facts. That guy he creates his own world with facts. That's what Guardiola does, and I do love that. But this game... it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really, really interesting. Guardiola did continue that statement about the stats and the facts, and he said, I pay no attention. How is the team is my concern, not about the mentality. The strategy, the opponent who's going to play is different to Bruges, Chelsea, Liverpool. We will go there and have a good game. One thing I will say is I'm going into this game feeling really confident. And I think you should go into this game feeling really confident as well. Confidence doesn't mean you're going to win. It doesn't. Of course, we can only expect something, and doesn't mean it's going to happen, because anything could happen. You know, we could hit the bar 20 times and Brighton could score the world's greatest ever goal with an 80-yard overhead kick. And then we'd go, well, what the fuck more are we meant to do? You know, it's one of those days. But having said that, I honestly do feel really confident. And it's because of the football we're playing at the moment. And to be honest, it's because of the football we've been playing for years, if we're being really honest. But at the moment, it feels like there's a belief and a confidence, and most importantly, a happiness within this squad. Really, they look like they're enjoying their football on a level. that I've not seen for a while, actually. It looks genuinely joyous out there. I said that in the 5 Things Learned the other day, and I maintain right now, this is a Manchester City side absolutely in tune with each other. They are absolutely obsessed with the football they are playing. And what I mean by that is they are totally bought into it. You can tell when you watch teams, you watch Manchester United, and those players aren't all bought into the system, mainly because the system isn't convinced by itself when you watch teams like United. You can tell the team are all doing slightly different things. They're not really fully bought into it. Whereas you watch this Manchester City side, and everyone knows the way they're doing it, it's going to work. There's a real belief, a real sense of conviction in what they're doing, and that has to mean something. And it does. Half of football is in your head, really. And these Manchester City players aren't only tactically brilliant and technically brilliant, but they're also firmly in the Guardiola camp. They are firmly behind the ideas that Manchester City are trying to implement, and that really does help. So when you get a team like Brighton who are going to play good football, actually it makes me confident, because I think this Manchester City side will see this game and go, this is a challenge, actually, and I want a challenge, man. I want this. I want Brighton to play good football against us, because look what we did against Chelsea. Look what we did for half a game against Liverpool as well. Look at how we played, even though we lost to PSG. Like, at the moment, this team is really standing up to these challenges. And to me, that's the most encouraging thing. To me, they are the key things that you have to look for, because conviction is everything in football. And this Manchester City side, they are confident, and they have conviction, and they are happy, and they're brilliant. And all those things put together, you get the Manchester City of right now. Come on, City indeed, says Scott in the chat as well. I'm excited for this game, I really am. So, in terms of the actual team news, it's pretty much as you were, really. It's still only Ferran Torres who's out. He's obviously recovering from his foot fracture. But basically, other than that, I'm not sure about Stones. Is Stones back? I can't remember what he said about Stones. He had obviously personal problems the other day, but I think he's probably fine. And then, of course, we've got a really strong squad. Like, everyone seems to be back, basically, other than Ferran Torres. And I'm very curious to see how it's going. I don't think Delac will be on the bench for what it's worth. Shall we try and predict the team? Right, we'll try and predict the team. I'll bring it over here. I'll have to move it around a little bit. 1 second. Let me get this team over here on screen. And we'll try and build it together using lineupbuilder.com for all your lineup building needs. I made that ad up there, but you can pay me if you want to, Lineup Builder. It'd be massively appreciated. I need the money. They're not going to. But either way, lineupbuilder.com. We're going to try and build this together. We all agree it's going to be Eddie in goal on it. With all due respect to Zach, it's going to be Edison. Boom, Edison is going in goal there. Let me just budge this up a little bit further, so it's not, you know what I mean? Get their little branding in. Do you know what? I'm going to extend it so it fits all the screen. There we go. Nice and neat like that. Here we go. So this is lineup builder here. So we've got Edison in goal. Let me get your chats. Let me get your comments up. Oops. Ignore me, that's me playing loudly. I want to get your chat up so I can see it at the same time when I'm editing, so I'll see what you guys think as well at the same time. But Edison is clearly going to be in goal. I would suspect as well. What does everyone think the back four is going to be? Let me see what you're all saying in the comments. Scott saying Ake, Laporte, Diaz and Walker. Naz saying Cancelo, Diaz, Stones and Walker. Scott saying give Cancelo a rest. Okay. Louis Spensley saying Cancelo, Laporte, Diaz, Walker. I think we'll take this game really seriously. You've got to consider what are our fixtures coming up. That obviously always impacts the game, you know, how we're going to play and so on. But I think we'll take this really seriously for some reason. I feel like Guardiola will take Graham Potter's Brighton with a lot of intensity. Because after that, we've got West Ham away midweek, which is... It's not as big a game, really. I know it's the Carabao Cup, so it's a big game to me, but it isn't going to be a big game to Guardiola, I don't think. So I reckon it's going to be... I think Zinchenko will play in the Carabao Cup, personally. So I do think it's going to be... Oops, I've moved it down a little bit. Sorry. I think it's going to be Cancelo. What I'm doing here is picking my team, of course. I know you guys are all helping, but I honestly think Zinchenko will play against West Ham. It's probably going to be Laporte and Diaz. I can't really see past that. And then Walker. I think it is going to be the strong back four. That's what I reckon it's going to be. I could be wrong there. Rodri is definitely playing because I think you got to bear in mind that we don't need Fernandinho in this game. We need Fernandinho for West Ham. Fernandinho will definitely play against West Ham, so Rodri's going to be there, I reckon. Oh, I mean, looking through the team, I think Jesus is going to play on the right. Does everyone probably agree with that? Jesus, oops, I spelled his name wrong there. I'm going to be smited down by our Lord Almighty there. Jesus, why is it? There you go. Jesus on the right. Why is it being all funny? There you go. Boom. he's going to be there. There's no way Bernardo's not playing against these, so Bernardo's going to be there. So it'll be like this one. Bernardo's more alongside Rodri, I'm almost certain. Mahrez was really good as well, but I still think it'll be Jesus. And this is not because Mahrez wasn't good, and I agree he was very good, but I just think it will be. And I also think we're seeing signs of De Bruyne finding his best form, so I can't really see. I think he'll keep playing De Bruyne. Mahrez was very good the other day, but I do think we'll see some changes. It's these two here, the winger. Like, do we play Foden as a false nine? Will he play Foden as a false nine? Will we play Grealish out wide? I got a feeling. Why do I feel like we're going to see Sterling? It's really hard to guess these things. I think we're going to see Foden. I'm going to say Foden. I think Sterling will play against West Ham. Then I think we will probably see Grealish, actually. This is what I think it'll be. I could be wrong. I think Foden's going to start. He hasn't played loads and loads of football recently. The thing is, if we're thinking about it, this is obviously the team for now, but I feel like I'm going to put the players that I think, next to him here, that I think will play against West Ham guaranteed. So Sterling will definitely play against West Ham. Here, Gundogan will definitely play against West Ham in midweek. Obviously, I think Fernandinho is going to play here as well. For what it's worth, I wouldn't be surprised if here, midweek, we saw Palmer as well. Maybe not. I think Mahrez will play midweek as well. So I'm basically picking the second team here next to it. And then, of course, on the left, I don't know who, might be really still there. I think on here, against West Ham, it'll be Zinchenko. And I would not be surprised if Stones, if this is Ake and Stones. Because Stones needs some football. So this is the team I reckon it'll be. And Stefan will be in goal as well. So this is the West Ham team I'm putting as the second team here, which I reckon it'll be something like that. And then right back, it'll be one of Cancelo or Walker. I'm not really sure. And then there'll be one of the senior players there. So this is why I reckon it'll be this lot here right now. It's going to be really interesting either way. It's going to be really interesting. I do think Guardiola will want to carry on playing how we did the other day because it went really well, didn't it? It went really, really well, if being honest. So it's going to be something like that. If we go back over to here, let me get Brighton. Let's talk about Brighton a little bit. So let me know in the chat how you've been, what you make of Brighton at the moment. I'll get the results up on screen. Let me have a look. Let me get them on the screen right now for you. Hang on. So here's Brighton's results. It's a little bit big there. Let me resize it. Here's Brighton's results, okay? So recently, they beat Brentford 1-0 the other day. No, not the other day, sorry. The most recent result is they drew 0-0 actually against Norwich at the bottom of the table, which is a really poor result for them. Banging form, but that was, poor. 0-0 against Arsenal's not terrible. 1-0 away at Crystal Palace isn't terrible. They aren't scoring many goals, which has been a problem as old as age, for Brighton. They don't tend to score loads. I mean, when you actually look at... is that Statman Dave there in the chat with his clips? How you doing, Dave, mate? You are good. Are they finally catching with their XG? Finally, yeah. I don't think they've scored loads, have they? I might be wrong there. Let me have a look at the table. They've scored 8 goals when you look at the table there, which is it's low for it's 1 goal a game, which is. I wouldn't say it's ideal. When you concede, you consider how many others have scored around them. But at the same time, they've only conceded 5 as well, which other than Liverpool, City and Chelsea, is the best record in the Premier League. So they've got a really, really good bunch of scores. When we look how they played against Norwich, let's have a look at the stats as well. It was a very even game, actually, against Norwich. I need to make it smaller again. 1 second. See if it's on screen. Norwich had their chances. Brighton had their chances. 15 shots to 11 as well. I'll get the lineups on screen as well. And this is how they played. Obviously, they're playing 3 at the back there, which suits them. That Mopai Trossard thing really works for them as well. And you can see why it does. It's creativity, a little bit of pace there, a little bit of flamboyance. Lallana, Pascal Gross, of course, in midfield. Lewis Dunk, Shane Duffy, Cucurella. They've got a good side with some really good players. Though it didn't obviously get them the goals the other day. We looked how they played against Leicester when they got that really big victory. It was four at the back. Four at the back. I think Basuma's available now as well. So this was obviously a really big performance for them. Welbeck there subbed off, but Basuma, I think he's available now, I reckon. So they're going to create some chances in general. They don't tend to score them all, but they've got a bunch of players that really buy into how they play, which is, once again, it's half of everything and half of the job. If you get players who are have conviction in how they're going to play, that really, of course, helps. And they're a good side, man. They're a good side. They don't score enough goals. They really don't. And that doesn't change even if they sort of score against us tomorrow, which they might do. But they are a good side. Of course, they did lose early on in the season to Everton as well, 2-0, playing free at the back that day. No Cucurella there, of course, as well. Basuma was involved. Who scored those goals against Damari Gray and Calvert-Lewin. Statistically, though, they weren't that bad on the day. I remember that. Yeah, 14 shots each. So, they're a good side. We know a lot. Basuma, I think, is actually available. I think there's rumours. I'm pretty certain Basuma's back. Someone correct me if I'm wrong there, but I feel like he is. By the way, I've just seen I've got a new Patreon during this. Justin Young. Justin, if you're watching, mate, right now, thank you so much, Justin. Give yourself a round of applause. I think the Basuma stuff was just a rumour, I don't know if it was. He was on the bench last game. Yeah, he was. Yeah, I mean, I can prove that right now. I remember him being on the bench last game. I'll go back to the last game here. Where was it? It was... Oops, I've gone the wrong way there. There we go. I don't know what all that was about. By the way, Basuma is there. He's there on the bench, so he's available. Either way, Brighton play really nice football. We all kind of know that. We have to take them seriously. They are a good side. Justin, you're a legend, mate. Thank you so much for in the chat. Round of applause to Justin. He's just become a $3 patron. Absolute legend, mate. And don't forget, Justin, if you want to have a chat to me with the fan view, you can do as well. He was actually arrested. Okay, he was. I don't know what happened there, and I'm not going to speculate. But either way, he's back on the bench, and he's a very good player. Which is, him being involved is bad news for us because he's a really good player. But there's no way we're not going to take this game really seriously because we know what they can do. They're fourth in the table for a reason. Graham Potter gets his sides playing really good football. They are organised, they are creative, they're expressive, they're hard-working, and they've been very physical this season as well. But they don't see many goals either, even though they had conceded a few chances. I think we're going to be all right. In terms of my actual prediction, I reckon... 3-1 Man City. I think we will concede in this game. The only thing is, we're going to be wearing the third kit. And Atkins just asked, will it bring us bad luck? Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. The third kit where it just says Man City there, it's just, it's not a nice kit. That's going to be worn because you can't wear the home kit blue on blue. You can't wear the away kit because their home kit has got too much white in it. So you can't have white, you get half white versus white. So it's going to have to be the third kit. It is the third kit. I've double checked. So yeah, a lot of people asking about the lap, by the way. The lap's back in training, but he's not going to be involved in this. When you think about the actual bench, I'm going to guess the bench will be the likes of... We have 9, don't we? So it'll be Zach Steffen, it'll be Zinchenko, it'll be Ake, Stones, or the other centre-back that's not playing, Fernandinho, Gundogan, Sterling, probably Mahrez, and then maybe Palmer. Is anyone else I've missed off there? I mean, I don't think he's going to play, put it that way. It'll be that. So I don't think Delat will be involved in this. Cole Palmer is clearly the one ahead of the others there. The only thing about Delat against West Ham is that, once again, we've got a strong squad at the moment, and I think Guardiola will take it. I think he'll take it very seriously. I don't think we'll see anyone resting against Brighton because I think Guardiola, once again, he'll take it really seriously, and because he'll rest some people against Brighton, but it'll still be a strong team. Delat's only just back in training, so I don't think we're going to see him involved. You got to bear in mind, Delat got an injury, came back and played a game, then got an injury again. They're not going to rush him back. They don't want to rush him out for the season, if they can take it too quickly and he gets injured. So they'll be saying to him, you just take it easy, you get your feet under the ground, on the ground, and you relax. And be back in a week or two, about 3 or 4 weeks when you're ready, which is a shame, man. It's a shame. But when you look at the fixtures coming up, and I'll get the fixtures up on screen now. Let's have a look at Man City's fixtures. I'll jump back over here again. Let me move it over there. So of course we've got. Let me move this. We've got. Where are we? We've got Brighton, of course. We've got West Ham away, which is we'll see some changes. We've got Crystal Palace, of course. at home, which is a good game for us. Bruges at home, I'm feeling confident about that. You've got United away in the derby, which is obviously a very tough game. And then you've got, obviously, Everton at home, PSG, West Ham. It's a relatively manageable bunch of fixtures, I would say. It's not easy, but it's manageable. So that's why I think, in general, we'll see a strong team against Brighton with a rest here and there. Man United away is an easy win. I love that energy, Scott, as always. 2-1 City, says Sean. What's everyone's predictions, by the way? I'm going for 3-1. Could be 3-0, could be 2-0, could be 1-0, could be anything, I guess. We could batter him. Like last season, how did we get on last season? Let me. I can't remember. I've forgotten. I've got such a bad memory with these things. You guys will remember as soon as I see it. Yeah, they beat us last season. At the end of the season, wasn't it? Cancelo got sent off 3-2. Yeah, it was 3-2. I remember that now. Foden scored that lovely goal, didn't he? I'm pretty certain he scored a gorgeous goal. Oh yeah, because Ferran Torres had just scored a hat-trick, hadn't he? Against Newcastle or whatever. But then he got substituted off dead early because Cancelo was off, and we were like, oh, we wanted to see Ferran play. I remember that now as well. That was a strange game, but we were already champions at that point, and it was kind of like preparation for the Champions League final, really, in a way, which wasn't ideal, if we're being honest. But this side is better than that side back then. I really think it is. It's been confirmed, by the way, that they are wearing the third kit tomorrow. I've seen it mentioned on Twitter as well now. I'd heard the rumours myself. I'd asked around, and some people I knew at the club, and they said it was. Either way, it's going to be interesting to see that third kit, which is sold abysmally, by the way, for what it's worth. And that's what happens when you make shit kits, unfortunately, lads. I don't wish Puma to fail. Never would do that. But, lads, make some nicer kits and people will buy them. It's not hard. It's not complicated. That's what's going to happen. The ref was awful. He was terrible. The only good thing I will say is that we'll be watching the players wear a mainly dark kit from a distance, so we won't often see the Man City thing. We won't often see it. We'll just see the players running around, but it'll cut to close-ups. Let me find this. I was googling it earlier for the thumbnail, and I saw a picture of Kevin De Bruyne wearing it. I was like, bloody hell. Where is it? Let me find it here. Watch this shot of Kevin De Bruyne wearing it. It was I kind of genuinely felt sorry for him. I was like, he is not a happy man. There we go. Watch KDB's face there. That is it's that kid. It's so bad. I mean, look how wide the collar is as well. Yeah, KDB does not look impressed. He really doesn't, does he? But that's what we're wearing tomorrow. So yeah, get used to it, I guess. You know, get used to that face there. That like miserable face. Poor Kev, that's what we're going to be wearing tomorrow. Let's hope we do something really, really interesting with it. Guys, thanks for watching this preview. Really, really appreciate it. I'm going to go and get ready to go out. Me and Nicola are going out for some dinner tonight. Looking forward to it. We're off to see also a Van Gogh expedition. It's going to be, very arty-farty, but we fancied it. Fancy doing something interesting. You're all awesome. I will be live tomorrow, of course, for a watch-along and all the usual stuff, so I'll catch you there around 5 p.m. Have a wonderful evening, the rest of you. Have a great weekend as well if you don't catch you tomorrow for the watch-along. If you don't, what are you doing, man? And don't forget, if you are a member or a patron or whatever, you can have a chat with me tomorrow for the Fan View Live. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You're all legends. Every single one of you in the chat there. Who we got? We got Robbie. We got FIFA sub-developer, Louis Spenceley, Akin, Scott, Ryan, our Queen, DGN1, another Robbie, two different Robbies, Steve M, and Satman Dave Clips, which might be Chris, I think, possibly. If it is Chris, hello. Or actually Dave himself, and Justin and everyone else. You're all awesome. Catch you all very, very soon. Have a wonderful weekend. Like, comment, subscribe, all the usual stuff. Come on, City. Come on, City.